Welcome back to Throttle Future, and today we are diving into the legend itself, a machine that has defined speed, engineering excellence, and cult status for over 2 decades. We are talking about the 2025 Suzuki Hayabusa, a bike that doesn't just roll off the factory floor, but rather carries a heritage built on speed records, iconic design, and raw power. The Hayabusa name instantly makes enthusiasts sit up, because it has always been synonymous with one thing: the pursuit of speed and performance without compromise. But here in 2025, Suzuki has refined and evolved that legacy into something even more impressive, balancing blistering straight-line acceleration with modern technology, safety, and style. This is not just a motorcycle, it's a statement. And it's time to take a deep dive into what makes the new Hayabusa such a remarkable machine. Let's begin with the heart of the beast, the engine. At the core of the 2025 Suzuki Hayabusa lies the tried and true 1340cc inline-four liquid-cooled engine, a power plant that has been honed over generations. Suzuki has chosen not to radically overhaul the displacement, and that's deliberate. Instead, they have refined internals, improved combustion efficiency, and optimized throttle response to deliver a ride that feels both savage and controlled. This engine produces around 190 horsepower at 9,700 revolutions per minute and 150 Newton-meters of torque, giving you incredible mid-range thrust. What's remarkable is not just the peak power, but how usable it is across the rev band. You don't have to redline it every time you want to feel the thrill. Twist the throttle at almost any gear, and the Hayabusa surges forward with that unmistakable rush. 0 to 60 comes in under 3 seconds, and the top speed is electronically limited to 186 miles per hour, staying true to the gentleman's agreement among major manufacturers. But make no mistake, this bike is capable of far more in terms of raw potential. Now, performance is not just about numbers, it's about how the bike feels on the road. Suzuki has spent years perfecting the Hayabusa's chassis to ensure stability at high speeds while retaining maneuverability for real-world riding. The twin-spar aluminum frame offers rigidity without excessive weight, and the 2025 model uses fully adjustable kib suspension front and rear. This setup absorbs imperfections on highways and city streets, while still giving razor-sharp feedback in corners. The wheelbase and rake have been fine-tuned to make the Hayabusa confident in both sweeping curves and tighter maneuvers. Add to that the Bridgestone Battlex Hypersport tires, developed specifically for the Hayabusa, and you get grip that inspires confidence whether you're launching hard, leaning deep, or cruising casually. Stopping power is equally important when you're riding something capable of such ferocious acceleration, and Suzuki delivers with Brembo-style EMA monoblock calipers paired with dual 320mm discs up front and a single disc at the rear. The braking performance is immediate and reassuring, giving you the confidence to push the bike while knowing you can rein it in at will. This is complemented by a sophisticated electronic suite that includes ABS with cornering functionality, traction control, wheelie control, engine braking control, and even launch control. Suzuki's Intelligent Ride System, or SIRS, allows riders to customize how aggressive or relaxed they want the bike to behave. It's a thoughtful balance. The Hayabusa lets you unleash insane power but still provides modern safeguards for when conditions get tricky. Of course, one of the most defining traits of the Hayabusa has always been its design. Back in the late 1990s, the original Hayabusa stunned the world with its aerodynamic, almost alien-like shape. The 2025 model continues to honor that DNA but in a more refined and modern package. The bodywork is sleek, flowing, and unmistakably Hayabusa, with wind tunnel-tested aerodynamics designed for stability at high speed. You'll notice the muscular fuel tank, sharp fairings, and the iconic rear tail design, all sculpted not only to look aggressive but also to reduce drag. The LED lighting system adds a futuristic touch, with a distinct vertical headlamp setup flanked by integrated position lights, giving the bike a piercing stare on the road. The overall stance is aggressive, low-slung, and purposeful. It looks fast even when standing still. Step onto the cockpit and you'll be greeted by a blend of analog charm and digital modernity. The 2025 Hayabusa retains its iconic twin analog dials for speed and RPM, a nod to its heritage. But now they are complemented by a full-color TFT display in the center. This screen provides access to ride modes, traction settings, trip data, and more, all intuitively laid out. It's a design that appeals to both purists who love the old-school feel of dials and tech-savvy riders who demand the latest on information displays. Ergonomics remain focused on sport touring. Versatility of the seat height, clip-on bars, and foot-peg positioning are aggressive enough for spirited rides but comfortable enough for long-distance cruising. This is one of the reasons the Hayabusa has always been more than just a drag strip monster. It's a machine you can genuinely live with every day if you want to. Another factor that makes the 2025 Hayabusa appealing is its technology integration. You get features like cruise control, hill hold, and up and down quick shifter, and even low RPM assist, which makes stop-and-go city riding far smoother. Suzuki has made sure that this legendary bike is not only fast, but practical and rider-friendly in today's riding environment. That's a difficult balance to strike, but they've done it well. Now let's talk price, because with all this performance and heritage, you might expect the Hayabusa to sit at a sky-high bracket. The 2025 Suzuki Hayabusa comes in at around $19,000, depending on market and optional accessories. That places it as a premium superbike, yes, but when you compare it to some European rivals offering less power for a higher price tag, the Hayabusa looks like a bargain for the performance, engineering, and prestige you're getting. So what are the unique selling points that set the Hayabusa apart in 2025? Firstly, its legacy. This isn't just another fast motorcycle, it's the motorcycle that redefined the concept of speed. Owning a Hayabusa is like owning a piece of motorcycling history. Secondly, it's the blend of sheer brute force with refinement. You get insane acceleration, but also modern electronics and comfort features that make it accessible and enjoyable in everyday riding. Thirdly, the design is instantly recognizable. While many superbikes start to look similar, the Hayabusa stands apart, proudly wearing its aerodynamic curves and unmistakable silhouette. And finally, the value. At under $20,000, you are getting a superbike that can run with the very best in the world, while carrying a badge that commands respect across continents. In conclusion, the 2025 Suzuki Hayabusa isn't trying to be a lightweight track-focused machine, nor is it chasing new categories. It knows exactly what it is: a hyperbike designed to dominate straights, devour highways, and thrill its rider every time the throttle is twisted. It represents the pinnacle of Suzuki engineering and the embodiment of a legacy that began in 1999 and continues to inspire today. For those who crave unmatched acceleration, iconic design, and the pride of owning a legend, the Hayabusa remains the ultimate choice. This is more than just a bike, it's a dream machine, and in 2025, it is better than ever.